Anxiety could be a normal part of life, especially when people face big life decisions, changes at work, or issues in their relationships. The word anxiety, anxiousness, literally feels the persistent feeling of worrying, being stressed, feeling uneasiness. According to the World Health Organization, almost 300 million people are affected by anxiety disorders worldwide.
I'm Danielle Fires, and I live with anxiety.
Hi, my name is Carlos. I was diagnosed with anxiety about 8 years ago.
My name is Monica Chan. I'm living with anxiety since I was a teenager.
My name is Leo. I have experienced anxiety since I was about 6 years old.
Hi, my name's Katie, and I was diagnosed with anxiety when I was about 13 years old.
My name is Brienne. I have been struggling with anxiety, honestly, ever since I was little.
Anxiety is something that I tell my clients is experienced by 100% of the population at some point in their lives.
Or estimate of how many sessions somebody's going to need. More for, say somebody with a brain injury or a stroke.
Well, if the anxiety is extreme or constant or fairly constant, then yeah, people suffer with it terribly.
I mean, I guess the best way to answer that is not all anxiety is pathological. We need a little bit of anxiety to do things that we do on the day-to-day.
I have a special relationship with anxiety. I had a few rocky years, a pretty challenging time in my life. First, I went through a big burnout at work. One of those burnouts when you lose 20 pounds in 2 months, you can't sleep, you can't eat. My blood pressure was through the roof, and all of that led to panic attacks. A few months after my burnout, my family decided to immigrate to the United States. And after living in Europe for 17 years, it was quite a big change for all of us. A few months after we immigrated, COVID-19 happened. And I think that kind of was like the last nail in the coffin for me.
I didn't address or treated my anxiety for 3 years. It accumulated and started to manifest itself in various physical and psychological symptoms. I had no energy, it was difficult to focus on tasks, I had nightmares, constant migraines, I gained a lot of weight, and all of that resulted in low self-esteem.
So I embarked on that journey to treat my anxiety. And I remember I was scrolling down my social media feed and I came across this quote. One day you will tell a story of how you've overcome what you're going through right now, and it will become part of someone else's survival guide. I felt it was important to connect to other people who suffer from anxiety.
So he'll help me overcome that panic attack that I'm having by reminding me of my bilateral tapping methods that I use.
So I am a yoga teacher and I do practice yoga, so I feel like that's very important for my personal mental health, and it really helps me manage.
Around that same time, I found a meditation practice that really worked for me.
Like a game on my phone. There's just any mental thing, Sudoku puzzle. Anything that can kind of just like get your mind off of it and let it pass.
I've been on medication ever since then, in addition to my own therapy.
Interested how lifestyle, diet, nutrition can help us keeping our bodies in check and ultimately helping our benefiting our mental health.
Is properly nourishing the body and avoiding inflammatory foods that cause a lot of gastrointestinal issues that can affect the brain.
Diet does play a role, it completely does. If nothing else, take very high quality food if you can get it. Stay away from processed things if you can. It's an anxious time in the world. I also think that people aren't particularly well equipped to manage their mind and wrangle their thoughts and kind of work their way through anxiety-provoking situations.
On my healing journey, I had some ups and I had some downs, but I was willing to try anything that would work for me.
Will I always live with anxiety?